Hi everybody, it's me Multiplesofnico. Sorry the video's vertical. This is the most comfortable way to hold my phone, honestly, because how everything is at the moment. I still can't really, bend my neck or anything because of this Halo device that I'm wearing. It feels like everything is kind of like straight up. But I'm telling you guys my hospital experience. Sorry if you hear the fan. I'm very hot because of wearing the Halo device. I get hot a lot more, especially like being on the medication that I'm on. I'm just hot all the time, so I'm not gonna be sweating in front of y'all. I can't do that. Um, Anyways, I was admitted to the hospital by ambulance on the 16th or 17th after I got off work. It was like almost midnight when this happened, which was kind of funny because I always get home before midnight. So it was like 1 minute before midnight, and my sister had happened to call at the same time. And I don't drive and be on my phone. My phone was literally on the passenger seat. I kind of heard it ring, and I was like going to, I don't know, I was pretty much just focusing on driving and trying to get there because I know I'll let it ring, and then if I feel comfortable, I'll probably will answer it, but more often than not I won't, unless I'm like almost all the way there, and I wasn't. So I wasn't on my phone. I was wearing my seatbelt. A lot of people thought I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. I was. Um, but the way I just rolled into a ditch, and it was a very hard roll, and my car is full of glass and stuff, unfortunately. So yeah, I just was really thankful that I still have my working limbs and legs and hands and feet because I could have been paralyzed. Because like with a C7 fracture and a C3 to C5 or something like that, I was told that's where a lot of people are paralyzed, like from the neck down. And that's what they thought I was paralyzed when I went to the hospital because I couldn't feel the whole right side of my body. I couldn't feel when they're doing all these tests and stuff that the people were hell concerned, and especially I came to hospital with like no memory of myself, no memory of my name, phone numbers, but everything was in my phone. But the emergency service didn't grab my phone. I because I was like when I came to an accident, the first thing I was looking for was my phone because I was gonna like call my mom or somebody, but I couldn't find it. But little did I know, it was like right in front of me the whole time. I was just so out of it, and I got that head injury that I didn't really even see it. I probably touched it a billion times with my right hand, but like I couldn't feel it, of me touching it. So, bump bump. And I had my ID and everything on the back of this phone case. That's where I keep things. I don't keep it in the car. So people were trying to ask me where things were at, and I kept saying Colorado for some dumb reason. So now my nickname is Colorado. um, when I came to the hospital, like I said, I had no memory of anything until like 6 hours into it. So it was pretty much a whole new day before I remember anything. So I think it was like a couple hours before my surgery before I remember anything at all. Because the state trooper was trying to ask me questions, medical staff was trying to ask me questions, um, people in and out were trying to ask me questions. I kept asking, "What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?" And a lot of people were like, telling me, but I'll instantly like forget. I couldn't hold any kind of memory or anything. And I was like grabbing people's hands and say, don't go, like don't leave me here by myself. And a lot of people were kind of like, oh my gosh, I feel so sorry for her. I had an MRI scan, a CT scan. And sorry if I look in the camera, I just can't because, this halo and stuff like that. I had a CT scan, MRI scan. I didn't like those because those really hurt. I was not on any kind of pain medication because like nobody knew what I was allergic to. Nobody knew, so they didn't want to give me something I was allergic to. And when they called my sister, that was the only number I remember. They called her and said, "Hey, what's she allergic to?" She said, "Oh, da da da." I said, "Okay, good. We can get her on some medication." So I had like pretty much top shelf grade medication, and I was like, "Oh boy, here we go." I had surgery pretty much the next morning, because I had, I kept moving myself, and people were like, stop moving. So they had to fully restrain me from moving and put a catheter in me because I was like asking to use the bathroom, stuff like that. I couldn't eat or drink anything because I didn't know if I had to have surgery or not, or have a soft cast. Unfortunately, I had to have surgery, and put this hell device in me to heal everything because I had too many fractures for them to feel comfortable with. Um, I was in surgery. I was in surgery like nobody's business, but it took a long time for me to go under because I was just like full on panicking at this point. Um, I was in ICU for a couple of days, and I loved being in ICU because they took great care of me. When I got out of ICU, that's when things started having issues with them. I was having requests being made that were not listened to. I was pressing the call button for a nurse. The nurse will take a long time to get there. Of course, I know, things were happening and they had a lot of other patients, but like, there's some things that's, getting pain medication, a baby treatment, using the bathroom, like having assistants to use the bathroom. It's like, nobody was really coming to really help or assist me because I think a lot of people were afraid of the halo. They thought they were going to hurt me. Of course, I'm going to be hurting. I'm in pain, a lot of pain everywhere. But like, just let me use the bathroom. When I first came in the room, it was very hot, and I was just like, I'm not feeling this at all. Like, I was hot. And my sister who visited me at the time, she was also hot too, so I wasn't the only one. They finally brought me a hand to finally cool down my room, but I don't know why it was so hot. It's like they were waiting for me to come up to the room, but then like my room was not really prepared for me at all. So I didn't understand that well. So like, why wasn't my room even cooled down? Because like everybody was in and out my room, boom, 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 fast because it was hot. And I was like, come on, bro. And I didn't understand why I was at the end of the hall in the first place with my injuries, the way they were or are. I don't really understand that whatsoever. That really confuses me. Um, it just took a long time to get any kind of treatment or like a shower, and I had a wound in my head. It smelled old blood, and whenever I had the fan on, nobody would really come in because they would blow the smell toward direction. So I knew they knew what that smell was. I didn't know at times I was like me in my on my monthly because I was on my monthly, and I was just kind of like, what is that smell? And nobody was really answering me because they didn't want to change it or clean it or anything. And it was getting really bad to where scabbing trying to heal itself, but like it was trying to heal because, you know, it had so much like dry blood. Like nobody was really trying to clean it, which kind of really upset me. At the time when I got home, I was like, why didn't nobody clean it? Like, it's so easy to clean. I didn't understand that whatsoever. And I was trying to clean it myself, but like, I would get dizzy and start seeing stars, and I was like, I gotta stop. Um, what else? Oh yes, I was on my monthly, and for 2 days straight, they never came in and cleaned me or put a pad on me or panties or anything. They just let me sit there for 2 days like that, and like night shift would kind of cover me up as best as they could. And I didn't really use the bathroom during that time because I was on a catheter, and they were just trying like not to clean me or do anything with me. And I finally said, hey, I want a shower. They kind of helped assist me up, and there was so much blood, it was ridiculous. And then they learned a lesson, and then started put panties on me and a pad on me because I was pretty much covered in blood on my bottom so I was kind of really upset about that. And I literally went in the shower and showered on my own because like there was so much blood. It looked like Carrie from a horror scene. And there was one time where I had to really pee and needed immediate assistance to pee because my bladder was super full, and nobody was trying to rush. I told them I did the call button and I said, hey, I have to pee, and they were like, okay, well, since somebody it took forever for somebody to come down there, so I literally had to hurt myself to get up and pee. By the time I got to the bathroom, pain hit one of my sides, and then I let go of my bladder and pee went on the floor. And during that time, my parents came in to visit me and said, what happened? I was like, I was trying to make it, to the bathroom. But the only time people were trying to, assist me in the hospital was when my family visited me. They were like in and out real fast, boom, 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 yeah, that's when they were only trying to make sure I was taken care of greatly, or make sure I was okay, and that's what, I of course I didn't expect them to be like that, but it was nice to have them be there while my family visited. But once my family were not visiting, they were just kind of back to their old self, where they were just kind of being a bit more slowful, a bit more like not taking an urgency to cards to make sure I was okay, or anything of that nature was kind of really upset. It's like either you be hot or cold, like be one another. Don't just try to be both, you know. Um, I don't know. I feel like the care I'm getting at home is way better than being in a hospital. I'm not sure why that is, and I was getting so fed up to where I actually just wanted to go home so that I could, because I feel like I was pretty much being so independent to where I was not, I forced myself to be independent because like it would take a long time to do a lot of things, you know, and of course they had other people there, but I was like, bro, I literally broke my neck and my spine, like I need help, hello, you know. Um, I don't know, and of course like my diet was kind of weird as well. Like I was on a soft diet, but like all those foods were added sugar, and of course being, you know, diabetic, I was just kind of like, I can't really be eating it. So I'm not sure what they were thinking, and they kept giving me these magic cups that had like 90 grams of protein or 9 grams of protein, something like that. But like it was so sugary, and the doctors were like, it's okay. So the doctors weren't taking me seriously on my requests or anything of that nature. They weren't really, I mean, they were listening, but they weren't really just, you know, actually like, you know, like, okay, we'll take her serious. They were just there to show face, honestly. And I figure if you're gonna waste my time, waste somebody else's time, don't waste mine. You know what I'm saying? So I got out of there in 8 days, and when they dismissed me from the hospital, it was kind of like a surprise. They didn't really let me know, hey, in an hour or two you're gonna be dismissed. They already said, they just really said, yeah, it'll be either today or 24 hours from now, but they never really gave me a time frame or anything like that. My case manager, who I wanted to talk to before I left, see, she pretty much was like not really trying to be in my room. Like a lot of people didn't want to be in my room. I didn't know why, but I think a lot of people were either scared of me or didn't want to, you know, hurt me or nothing like that, you know. But I was like, I'm in a lot of pain already. You can't hurt me, you know, further along. I feel like if I was on the floor with somebody who's like a bit more experienced in that and my condition, I think I would have been okay. But like how, you know, people are and everything like that, I'm just kind of like, I was definitely on the wrong floor to begin with. I don't know why they didn't put me on the floor where people who have actually broken bones. You know, I'm not sure why they put me on the floor with like very inexperienced people. You know, so that didn't really make no sense to me whatsoever. Um, so yeah, there's a lot of things that were going on which I didn't really agree to, and there were many cases where they're trying to force on me, which I didn't agree to, and there are a lot of things like they didn't really train my family on how to take care of me properly or the Halo device. They didn't really train me properly on how to walk stairs. They didn't really train me properly or my family or do you take our questions seriously, you know. It was either getting blown off or, you know, they were just kind of say this after the third or really didn't really have any knowledge or anything to really say about it or just kind of just ignored it, which was frustrating, honestly. Like, I want the best care I can get. Like, why I'm not getting, like, I'm going to be paying, you know, all this through my insurance, stuff like that. Like, come on, like, seriously. At first, they were treating me like I didn't have insurance, but I kept telling them I have Blue Cross Blue Shield. And they were like, oh, okay, do. You know, I'm not sure why. It's not that hard to kind of, like, look that up, you know? It's not that hard. But really, that's my kind of stay. I was sad to leave because they weren't giving me like they were not trying to give me a walker. They were not trying to give me a hospital bed. But luckily, you know, as fate put it, in my dad's path, he found a walker and a hospital bed for a pretty good price. But I'm not sure why the hospital didn't think I need that because it was hard to sleep without the hospital bed. So, yeah, that's just what my little story is. This is Multiplesofnico. Tell me guys your horror hospital stories in the comments down below. Bye.